Hey YouTube, Southwest252 here with another video, and this time it's a review and comparison of the Gemini jets with the NG models Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Desert Gold Retro livery. Before I get into the review, I would just like to say I'd really appreciate it if you could check out my Instagram, and the link for that is in the description below. So I'll start off with the box. You can check out the full review of the NG models one. The link is in the description. But this one has the Gemini Jets box. The Gemini Jets logo is the top left, made for collectors by collectors. There's a computer-generated image of this aircraft, Boeing 737 MAX 8, and then you have the Heart Livery Southwest logo. On the bottom of the box, Gemini Jets 1/400 scale die-cast model, highly collectible, superior quality, realistic metal landing gear, detailed printed graphics, and as realistic as features. The left side of the box, Gemini Jets logo, Southwest 737 MAX 8. The item number of this model is GJSWA2186. On the top of the box, it does say adult collectible model. Warning: contains small parts, unsuitable for children under 14 years of age. And then the right side is the same as the left side. On the back of the box, you have the as well as it gets features, which you can pause and read. Don't forget to check out the Gemini Jet social media and officially licensed Boeing Southwest products. And this is a 2023 Gemini Jets release. Now that's all for the box. Now for the models. So here's the Gemini Jets version, and here's the NG models version. So the first thing you can tell right off the start is the coloring differences. The Gemini Jets one is completely wrong. It's a very gold color, and it's very shiny and sparkly. It should not be like that at all. The gold color, the original livery, I've mentioned this before, was like a mustard brown. But Southwest, their retro livery of it is more of a gold, but it still looks similar to that original livery under some lighting conditions. This one that Gemini Jets has is more of a complete yellow gold color. Completely incorrect. In the actual paint job, it does have a little bit of a metallic flare to it, but it should not be super sparkly and shiny like this model. So Gemini Jets has not done a good job there. NG's coloring isn't perfect either, but this is much closer to what it should be. Not really too sparkly, a little shiny, but not too sparkly, and also more of a brownish color. So on the Gemini Jets one, well, I'll move the NG models one out to the side. I'll do some more comparisons later. But focusing on the Gemini Jets one, you have the nose cone at the front, you have the cockpit windows, the Herbert D. Kelleher titles at the front. You do have your gear door with the fleet number 871 and ETOPS written on it, and you have your nose gear. All the gears are rubber and do roll. You have your L1 door with then more passenger windows. You have an antenna on top. You have your emergency overwing escape exits and routes there on the wings. Your gray flat fairings. And then the Max AT winglet, which is gray on the bottom half. And then the three-color design on the top half. I can't quite get it to focus. It does say southwest.com on there. There's the engines. You have the outside view there, and then here's the inside view. Then back on top of the fuselage, you have the Wi-Fi dome with the white ring around it. You've got more antennas. You have the tail number, which for this aircraft is November 871 Hotel Kilo. Above that door, it does have the fleet number again and ETOPS. Then you have the Southwest tail with the American flag on it. And then if you move around to the other side, you have the cargo luggage doors there in the front, kind of in the center, and then in the back to the bottom right of the registration. Now here is the front view of this model. Now you can see the wings are very much angled upwards, so that is another quality control issue there. There's the right side view. There's the back view. There's the left side. Here's the top view. And here's the bottom. So again, they've got that nose cone at the front. The nose gear, again, all the gears are rubber and do roll. You move down the center, you have a stand hole in the middle. Gemini Jets logo, main gear. They are painted red on the outsides, like they should be. flat fairings underneath the engines and wings. You move towards the back, you've got the doors for the APU, and the APU itself all the way in the back, as well as the tail scraper in that orange section. So as for the model, or the molds, I should say, the NG one is slightly, very slightly taller, and it's a slightly more rounded nose. Also, the nose gear on the NG Models 1 does slant forward a little bit. So I think when Gemini Jets does their mold right, I think the Gemini Jets 1 is better in that respect. Also, the engines on the Gemini Jets 1, you can see the curve from the back chevrons up to the front. It has that nice curve there. The NG 1, not so much of a curve. I do think, again, that is another one where Gemini Jets, the mold is actually better. But Gemini Jets has the running quality control issues with, for example, sometimes the wings are way too flexed like that. Should not be like that. Also, sometimes things just fall out of the aircraft, like the wings or the landing gear. This time it did not happen, thankfully. But NG is pretty consistent where it doesn't happen. They did have a little rough patch where it would happen once in a while, but I haven't had one like that in a while from NG now. So I'm hoping that it won't happen with them again, and I'm still hoping Gemini Jets will fix their quality control issues, but it's been going on for so many years now, I've lost hope, honestly. So now the winglets, they're not too different, actually. I think they're both pretty good. Nothing else much to say there. And then the tail sections, again, they're pretty similar. The Gemini Jets 1, though, where the APU is a little more elongated, I would say. But overall, I think the tail sections are pretty much close together. But that is really it for the differences. I've already rated and reviewed the NG Models version in full, so you can go check that out. Link is in the description. The Gemini Jets 1, however, that is in this video. I'm honestly not impressed with it at all. I think Gemini could have done a whole lot better. With all the quality control issues that I mentioned, I'm going to give it a score of 25 out of 30. That's really going to be it for this review, though. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to my channel if you're new. And once again, I would really appreciate it if you could check out my Instagram. The link for that is in the description below. Thanks again for watching. Bye.
We would like to point out the safety features of this Boeing 737-700 series aircraft. You're looking at the Southwest Airlines bestseller. It's a safety information card. It's in the seat pocket in front of you. It works as a fan for no extra charge. You're welcome. And it reads as a comic book. It has a lot of short stories. None of them ends well. Absolutely.